Watch 30 days earlier. Uncensored on Wow Presents Plus. You need to watch, you want uplifting, you want, not cereal, does somebody want a piece of taffy? That's what I need to do. Devil.
You know, sometimes I think we have like stumbled into like what we have like in an unwarranted way, and that we're like, we don't deserve it. And then I see me on the monitor and I'm like,
I deserve it.
yeah, of course, you look f***ing great.
I'm really interested in this, just from here to here. I find that to be very interesting.
I didn't know they wrapped cans of dog food in LeMay.
Now you do.
But now I know.
And now you're older and wiser for it. What about this though?
Yeah.
It doesn't really get better.
Why, Miss Ashton, you look younger and younger every day. Thank you, Rose. Trixie Mattel.
And you better believe I am prepared to f you, Katya. And welcome to,
the show where we talk about whatever we want.
because it's our show.
And not yours.
Woo, what are you, nuts?
Okay. End pose. Ooh, no one was hurt. Youth. So there's this guy, his name's Father Time, and he's coming for all of us. These two youths.
My biological clock is ticking like this.
Well, when I was younger, I always felt like I thought I was older. I thought I was more responsible. I always thought I was more grown up. But then the older I get, the more I'm like, girl, no one knows what they're doing.
That's
people
the whole
20
point.
years old
Nobody knows.
don't know what they're doing.
40, 45, people who have 6 kids don't know what they're doing. People who have grandkids don't know what they're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. And then you die.
Well, that's the show. I hope you guys have a great night and stay positive. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm not ageist, but no, we work in an industry that the 21-year-olds, that's where the drag queens are that are ambitious. Like, they're trying to push, they're trying to get, they're trying to grab. They will stay out that extra night, get that extra drink, pick up the extra gig.
Yeah, so they have smooth skin. Yeah, so their bones aren't jutting out. Yeah, so they don't have horrible attitudes. Yeah, so they're not falling asleep in the dressing room. Yeah, so they're not asking people to quiet down or get the f out or leave me alone. Yeah, they're a lot more fun than me.
Yeah, their makeup wears longer than 12 minutes.
Yeah, so what? Yeah. They don't have what? I have my sparkle.
No, they don't have the experience.
They don't have my verb, my joie de vivre.
But do you even have the experience? Because you didn't do much.
No, bitch. I ain't got nothing. And guess what? Come and take it. You can't take nothing away from me because I ain't got
I'm talking in real drag shows, there's 21-year-old idiots and 7-year-old lifers.
Yes.
And that is it. Everybody in the middle is a real estate agent or selling Tupperware or a kindergarten teacher. They got real lives and real jobs and real families. You and I, there's a reason why the universe is not gelling with us. Because we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be having kids and stuff.
What do you think that we're supposed to be doing?
We're supposed to be married to women and having kids.
I don't believe that that's true at all.
We are.
No, we're fucking gay.
But like,
is this Richard, you're gay.
Is this what it is? Mary, is this youthful?
No, it's certainly not youthful. You look like you're 125 years old in that.
Is that youthful? You know what it looks like? It looks like I'd set like this. Yeah. Like, did somebody say you want to play cards? Like, I don't know.
Getting older, I mean, oh my God. Well, let me tell you something. You become invisible.
In what way?
You literally become invisible.
To other men?
Yes. And to the general public.
That's not true. People love to old guys. The Golden Bachelor. You're the Golden Bachelor.
Sweetie, darling, Tootsie, just you wait. Honey, just tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Time goes by. Con loli.
Mary, you're a famous drag queen. What gay guys aren't noticing.
And that's the only reason I'm f***able. If I didn't have that girl, I might as well walk into the ocean like what's her face from that movie, The Big Nose.
You still
Stones
could.
around my neck.
You still could.
Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, Olivia Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo.
It was.
She killed herself during Hairspray Live. Yeah. The problem is in drag, as you build skills, the canvas and the Play-Doh you're working with deteriorates, and suddenly you know how to do your makeup. You know how to make an outfit. You know how to make wigs. But unfortunately, you're taking a worm-ridden bust of David. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Lipstick on a pig, and that pig has been dead for 25 years.
It's really
I wish I had the energy to change that. I don't have the energy to chase somebody through a cornfield with a chainsaw.
No.
Okay? I'll put the mask on. I'm not gonna chase you.
I'll chase corn.
Yeah.
For the face
You're
off.
like, you're like
corn? Yeah. I felt very youthful during that interview.
How was it like? What was it like getting interviewed by a man who was in his 200s?
He was in his
25 years old.
Well, he was in his 80s.
He died 3 days later.
He did die like that year. Yeah.
Not that year, that month.
No, he did die a couple months later. I was very honored, and it was scary because I don't want to sound bad, but the most Larry King I've seen is him portrayed on South Park. And so his character, the way he dresses and sits on South Park, I didn't know how spot on it was to where sitting there and I was like, South Park got you good, bitch. I was like, you really do. He has little sneakers on and a tie, and he was like, so, doing drag. But what I was amazed by—
Got you good.
Got you good, bitch. But what I remember is, he does have Peabody's and Journalism Awards. Yeah. He looked right into that camera and with no prompter, listed like my entire career, and then was like, thanks for coming on the show. And I was like, okay, I'm over on where we can't say Wow Presents Plus.
No, so we literally can say any words we want to, but still cannot do that.
Our show's called and we can't even moan it correctly. Meanwhile, Larry's in his 80s, rest in peace, giving the exact, you know, this is horrible. I love beautiful women, right?
Yes.
And beautiful icons from the 60s, 70s, when I see them now in a kind of, you know, aged state, I go, well, God, if she was a goddess at my age,
Twiggy.
and this is her now,
Twiggy.
what the happens to me?
Nothing.
If this goddess aged like this, do I turn into a rotting log?
Have you ever put meat through a grinder?
What happens to Elmer Fudd?
Yeah. Well, that's when we go to little Dr. Zizmore's office.
But Mary, I don't even have hair. Where are they gonna hide the scars?
No.
Don't I look young? And I turn and I have a topographical map of scars going
You've got a corset with a little
the Orville Peck mask of skin just tied up.
Listen.
Face tape, full-time face tape with a bald head. I'm gonna start wrapping my head in a bandana with a hat on it, looking like Jimmy James. Girl. Like this. It's horrible.
I'm not interested in prolonging this unforgettable musical journey into my 90s. Mary, the moment that my faculties become an issue, you take me out for a lovely long walk and you push me right off that cliff.
Do you want to know about it or is it a surprise?
Absolutely, because I won't know. You know what I mean? Oh. My faculties have left the building.
Do you want me to be like, look over there?
And be like, oh my God, Shelby, we're going on a lovely long walk. And I'd be like, thank you, Malin.
Yeah.
And then you take me and—
It'd be one of those like LA viral marketing jets that says like, Frito-Lay's wants you to have a happy pride. And I'm gonna be like, oh, look at that sign. By the way, I know we've talked about it. When you die, the press tour I'm going on, the Poor Me. If you guys really loved Katya like I did, we have the We Love Katya t-shirt available at Trixie.com.
And you will have pushed me off a cliff.
100%. I'll be going to jail and I'll say, I have a letter from her saying, please kill me. And they'll be like, doesn't hold up, wasn't notarized. iPhone note doesn't count.
It'll be notarized, bitch.
What if
What if you grabbed a knife and slit my throat with it?
we're not, well, I thought about it. Like I would take away that honor from you. That would be the worst thing I could do is kill you for you. You'd be like, I would slit your throat and you'd be like, that was my gig. Like, girl, what's the opposite of the virgin suicide? The hooker suicide?
The spinster suicide. Girl, that's me. I'm gonna be up at the bank at 9 a.m. in line.
Do you know what's sad though?
Blood over the telly's window. Be like, cash that check, bitch.
Do you know what's sad though?
What?
Especially now that I don't drink. This is like the most fun I have.
That is so that is depressing.
Like there's moments where I'm with you in drag and we're laughing and I'm like, drink up, bitch. That's your scotch and soda for the day, honey. You know what I mean? Like,
that is so
Is that it, honey?
Is that all there is?
Is that all there is?
Oh, shit.
You and I are sitting in front of cameras.
Oh, glass!
We're sitting here screaming about Lauren Boebert. And I'm like, this is the most fun I will have for a week.
Making up fake stories about a congresswoman, that's your gin and tonic. You drink it up, girl.
But now with when I was a baby drag queen, we're talking like 21, my biggest internal gripe, and I would never admit this, but I know this now. At the time, all I wanted was for the drag queens who were in charge, the older drag queens, to come up to me and say, girl, you really are fierce. You really turned it out there. You're amazing.
Yeah.
I wanted older drag queens to tell me that at my young amount of drag, I was doing good. And now, when baby drag queens come along, my desire to make them feel good about their drag does not exist.
I was just gonna say, I never feel that.
I never. I'm like, oh, 20, you're 20, 70 pounds. Okay, perfect. Yeah. I'm like, oh, your voice hasn't changed yet. Okay. No, okay, no Adam's apple. All right, perfect. Literally.
Haven't dropped. You fetus.
It's girl, especially since the baby drag queens don't have. No, you're like, I'll change yours if you change my depend. Like, swapsies. You guys are.
Real nigga.
Yeah.
Real nigga.
At my age, the only reach around I want is for somebody to pull out my calf.
Game recognizes game.
Game recognizes game. Pampers, depends, honey. Meet you in the ladies' room. I got a meeting in the ladies' room. Woo! My favorite thing about queens is though, youth in drag, they're at least new music.
Mama, new music. Pulse on. They got the thumb on the pulse.
They're
whatever.
lip syncing to a TikTok from this week.
Yes, they know.
Older drag queens are coming out there to "I'm Every Woman."
I know.
And that's not a great song. But they're doing it in the dress from 20 years ago. They're doing it in the hair.
And maybe they've gained a little weight.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the dress doesn't fit right.
Oh, the back of the dress is closed up with slap bracelets. Girl, buttons.
Can you put the padlock on the chains that are holding my sequin shopper's dress together? And also, while you're back there, can you grab that weed whacker and do my back? Because it's Bob Hoskins.
Can you take this black hairspray and spray my skin that goes to the back of my head? No hairline.
No.
Skin. Can you spray my skin? Literally, Bob Hoskins.
Dude, is it black?
Black hair. And you have the nerve to walk on stage and go, this is hair. That's a hair. You look like a coal miner, bitch.
It's wild.
You look like a dead canary in a coal mine, bitch.
It's horror. It's Halloween
so crazy.
Horror Nights at the drag show.
And then meanwhile, these youthful drag queens, they just want affirmation from who? The genie from Aladdin? Like, youth.
See you next year.
Yeah, I don't know. You never know. We've been invited back to this season, but there's so much going on. So like, we'll never know if we're gonna be back. You never know. And maybe we'll see you next year. Maybe we won't. But like, we just have a lot going on. You never know. It's just like take everything for granted. Take it with a grain of salt, because like you never know. So like, we're just really busy.